How was your experience at GAMA 2017?
GAMA was wonderful. We had a chance to meet a lot of our members who told us about their stores and their passions for the industry. There was a lot of ideas that were given to us of what we can do better, and going forward, I hope that's where we go.
GAMA's great. I love going to GAMA every single year. A little bummed out that it's not going to be in Vegas next year, but it was great seeing familiar faces, also getting to meet some new people.
The experience was fantastic. We got to meet a lot of manufacturers and distributors, of course many of you retailers too. It's always nice putting a face to the name, so I really did enjoy that. But other than that, the experiences every year is always good, so really do appreciate you all showing up, and for those of you who missed it, hope to see you next year.
It was a great experience for me. This was my first year in GAMA trade show, and it was fun meeting our members face to face, and also other manufacturers and distributors in the gaming hobby community.
I love going to any of these trade shows. I love meeting all of you guys in person. If you ever stopped at one of our booths, or if you had the unfortunate event of running into me, I will pester you for a picture. And I will add you to my wall of clients. So please, if you ever see me walking around, or if you're seeing me at a trade show, hell, if you ever see me walking down the street, come by, say hi, and I'd be more than happy to meet and greet you, answer any questions that you may have about our system, as well as get a picture with you.
For those who didn't attend GAMA, what new features are in the POS version 4?
POS version 4.0 or V4, or as I like to call it, has a couple of new things. So the first and primary thing that we really wanted to get right on it was the user experience and the performance of it. So that's not really necessarily a feature, but in terms of features, what's going to be added is what we're calling the always in stock feature, which features an ally network. So what that is you as a retailer can choose and work with other retailers that you name as your ally.
What is always in stock?
The always in stock feature is clearly the biggest thing. To be able to establish a relationship with other members on the CrystalCommerce network, and to be able to never have to say no to an in-person transaction because you can sell product from your point of sale that you don't actually have in your physical store, that's revolutionary. It already happens a lot of the time, but in some cases it happens as a result of oversells, and so you have to go out and find these products. This allows you to set up those relationships beforehand and actually proactively use that relationship with your peers in the industry to never have to say no to a customer in an in-person transaction, which is just phenomenal. It's totally revolutionary.
What is the ally network?
So what that is I can take my buddy Wyatt over here and say, hey, will you be my friend? He's going to say, yeah, dude, I'm going to be your friend. And we make a little virtual handshake over the internet, and we agree to certain terms, which are going to be very flexible for you guys. But basically, if somebody comes into my store and wants to order some card that I don't have in stock, or a board game that I don't have in stock, I now have the opportunity to search my ally network for somebody that may have that in stock, where I can get that game for that customer. The great thing about that is I don't ever have to say, no, I don't have that, or no, I don't have access to that, and have that person walk out of the store, go to Amazon, and order that from somebody else online that isn't keeping that that loyalty and that experience that I want to always have with my customers. So now I can say, yeah, I have it. It's going to come from another warehouse, or if you want to be 100% transparent, it's going to come from another ally store that I work with, and I'll have it for you here tomorrow, the next day, whatever the terms are. You're going to be able to tell the customer that and work with the ally retailer to make that happen.
What is CrystalAPI?
Well, CrystalAPI is a set of service endpoints that we have been developing. It is helping us transition from our legacy system to be able to provide state-of-the-art applications like Marketplace to you. And it also is going to be a way for third parties to get their hands into the mix. Imagine, if you will, that you've got several people working to provide you a batch update service. And when that happens, people are going to have different ideas. They may even be kind of in a competitive nature. What you get out of it is the end product, which is going to be a much better batch update than if one person had done it. And what's more is you probably get it done faster since you're not depending on us. Now, I'm not saying per se that batch update is going to be that tool that third-party folks are going to develop, but they're going to use their imagination and creativity to come up with some wonderful ideas that are going to make your life easier.
I enjoyed the marketplaces announcement at GAMA. Could you please explain how opting into using marketplaces benefits my store?
The easiest way to answer that question is to just ask, what is the benefit of selling products on Amazon, eBay, or TCGPlayer for your store? The obvious answer is, I want those referred sales. I want to list my products on as many places where they might sell as possible. And yes, you have to pay a transaction fee for those sales, but that's because Amazon, eBay, and TCGPlayer spend their marketing dollars to get traffic to their site so that you can sell your products. What the marketplace tech that we've put together does is allow us to extend the same capability to anyone who has the desire to create a marketplace in the hobby and game industry. Each new entity, each new marketplace that we add to our platform is a new potential sales channel that all you have to do is determine whether or not you think the transaction fee is worth the additional referred sales. You can opt in, you don't have to. It's up to you.
More marketplaces that are connected to your inventory using CrystalCommerce is actually get you more visibility of all your products. So if you have 100,000 products or 40,000 SKUs inside your system, that means your entire inventory can be synced up to an eBay and Amazon, your CrystalCommerce website, or any other marketplace out in the industry. I mean, this can open up the doors for maybe Google marketplaces perhaps, or other places like that, or even affiliates in the game and hobby industry who would also be interested in doing a marketplace as well. So imagine if there was 10 or more marketplaces, all your products synced up to every single one, synchronized orders coming in. It's good for you getting your products out there.
How does CrystalCommerce intend to compete with TCGPlayer Pro?
Well, TCGPlayer Pro is a great option for certain clients, and our goal is basically to just make sure that the industry succeeds in whatever way possible. So if TCGPlayer Pro works for you, then that's awesome, and we don't have any problem with that. That's perfectly in alignment with what we want to do for the game and hobby industry.
Thank you to everyone who came to see us at GAMA 2017. We look forward to seeing you next year.